Hello guys, welcome to very first video on my YouTube channel. Not stressed out, but excited. A year ago, I got a high band score on IELTS exam, and this year, 2026, so next year, I am preparing myself for an Swedish language exam. I will talk later about why I have to learn this language and what am I preparing for. But in this video, let's just focus on learning language. To be honest, these methods and tips that I would like to share with you play a crucial role while I was getting ready for IELTS exam. And even in learning Swedish, it is really game changer. So it doesn't matter what language that you are in the process of learning, French, English, Swedish, Finnish, any language. These tips will help you. So just wait. This video is my first video that I upload on YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, because I really need your feedback for my first video. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Let's talk about the first method. Let's name it Write Everything rule. This method helped me to get 8 on listening test on IELTS exam, and it is helping me and play a crucial role while I'm studying Swedish, and it really affects my progress. If you are in the process of learning language, there are many people which mention you and recommend you to listen to the podcast. Yes, listening to the podcast helps you to improve your vocabulary, improve your listening. But I have some tips to use this podcast, especially educational podcast, effectively. And if you like, in other videos, I will mention what podcast I listen for improve my Swedish and what podcast I listened for my IELTS exam, in studying English. So, first of all, I highly recommend that choose the educational podcast if you are a beginner. Then, after playing the podcast, don't look at the text and just focus on podcast and write down if you understand anything. Did you understand what is the podcast about? Can you explain it? The key points of the podcast. If you understand, write it down on a paper. Then, without looking at the text, just write every single word that you hear while you are listening to the podcast. And if you didn't understand some word, it doesn't matter. Just skip it. Then check what you have been written with the exact text of a podcast. Okay? And this helps you to get familiar with the pronunciation of the words, how normal people pronounce, and what is the exact pronunciation of the words. Let's tell you a story. There is a word någonting in Swedish, but I was pronouncing it wrong, and listening to the podcast helped me to find out that I am making mistake. I knew this word, I knew how to use it into the sentence, but when I heard in the podcast, I didn't understand, because I learned it någonting or någonstans. But in the podcast, I learned it's någonstans. It's någon, not någon, okay? So, listening to the podcast is really, really important for you. And this technique I told you just after listening to 3 or 4 podcasts, you'll see the results. Just trust me. After you learn new vocabularies, you learn the pronunciation of the words, it's time to listen just normal to that podcast while you are doing your daily task, doing your dishes, whatever. You are waiting for the second method. But first, let me show you something. You see, they are my flashcards. I am a traditional person and I prefer the paper-based flashcards, but it depends on you. If you like, you can download some application, for example, Quizlet, so you can have your online flashcards there. But I prefer the paper-based one. Okay, I have to tell, it is not correct that just make a list of a new vocabularies and just write their meaning in front of them and try to memorize them. No, it is not correct because you have to learn the vocabulary, I mean the new vocabulary in a language that you are learning. You have to make these kind of vocabularies active in your mind. You have to learn how to use it when you are talking normally, and they have to get active while you are talking, and you have to use them actively. Okay? How? When you're learning new language, you have to learn how to use it into the sentence. You have to use it, what's its meaning in the sentence, because some vocabularies have different meanings. So when you learn a new language, you have to write down the meaning, and then you have to make sentence. If you are just a beginner and you don't have many vocabulary, you don't know any vocabulary knowledge, you can ask, for example, AI, or you can check just into the dictionary and use their sentence. But as much as you learn more vocabulary, you have to try to make sentence with the new vocabularies, and even you can ask from the AI, ChatGPT, or the other ones, that if your sentence is correct or not. In this case, now you learn how to use that vocabulary actively, and you can just check the flashcards when you want to go to the bed, when you are at a bus stop, when you are free. So by just reading them, you memorize it as time goes by. And then I have to tell you that after some days, maybe you doesn't need that flashcards anymore, because you already know all of the vocabularies that you've been written into that flashcards. And it is good that have a review on your flashcards each 2 weeks after you learn them, in order to not to forget them, you know. Before we dive into method 3, could you please tell me something? Did you give me a thumbs up, or did you subscribe my channel? Because you are here, it means you love my content. So why you doesn't support me? I'm waiting that you like my channel, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, did you do that? Let's start method 3. I have to say that method 3 is about grammar. Some people make grammar just a formula and like mathematics, trying to memorize them. As you all know, it doesn't work effectively. You have to learn grammar into the sentence, and you just have to know some basics. For example, in Swedish, the verbs come into the second place. So stop learning grammar and vocabulary just by make them formulated, or by just writing a meaning in front of them. Okay? Method 2 and method 3, they want to say one thing. How much making sentence is important, and how much is it effective in learning new languages. Just by these 3 methods, you'll see how much your language will improve during 2 or 3 months. Okay, guys. This was my first video. I'm a little bit now stressed out, but I think I did it. The first video or first step is always the hardest part. So I think I did it. I know it's not perfect, but it was awesome to share these tips, which was really helpful for me with you guys. I don't want to say again, please subscribe my channel and give me thumbs up because I know you already did it. So leave a comment and tell me that how many languages do you speak. I speak 4 languages currently. Okay, I just get tired of speaking. Have a great time. Love you guys. See you in the next one.